Last week we sold out the TNA Asylum. This week we've nearly sold out the GPB Studios. 168 people packed out to see this show tonight. We are going to have an entire show, no angles, no talking, no nothing. It's the start of the Queen of TNA. We've got the Knights of the Round Table and the TNA Cup all kicking off on tonight's show. I ran out of time, so we're going to have 2 pre-show matches, which will be released later on in the week on TNAWrestling.com. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? In a poor pre-show match, Sweet Soraya defeat ODB in 8:27 by pinfall as Facebuster. ODB 41, Sweet Soraya 33. Sweet Soraya is going forward, but who will she face in the next round? We'll find out tomorrow on TNA.com or right now. In a pre-show, I didn't have much heat, and Tell Wrestling Angelina Love defeated Winter in 7:46 by pinfall. Let's go to our only angle for tonight's show, mainly because this show is stacked. Tonight, 7 days removed from our biggest show, we bring you tonight live from the GPB Studios, the TNA Cup, 16 of the best TNA has to offer in action in a tournament to be crowned the first TNA Cup holder. On my side tonight, the TNA Cup begins. The Queen of Knockouts kick off, and the Knights of the Tag Team Division, the Knights of the Round Table tournament begins here tonight on NWA TNA. We've got a stacked card. And Joe's like, you look at TNA right now, we've got the best of the best, and that's all it's going to be on this show tonight. It does like last week was magical. And we're here tonight back in the GP studios, and I can't wait for more action. Ladies and gentlemen, we've not got angles, we've got raw action tonight. This is total non-stop action wrestling. And literally, this is TNA. And we kick it off with a first round match in the Knights of the Round Table, in which the Mexico's Most Wanted defeat the House Brothers in 7:14 when Halloween pinned Ron Harris with the Mortimer's Revenge. Don Harris 44, Ron Harris 34, Halloween 62, Damien 666 43. Got a nice 53. Great way to kick off the evening. 16 of the best are going to be in the TNA Cup, hence why I've run out of time to do why I've had to put things on pre-show and cut time off certain matches. But in a bad subpar wrestling, a little heat, Fast and Furious defeat the Ballard Brothers in 6:41 with Memphis pinned Shane Ballard with a hard Rhine. This match is part of the Knights of the Round Table tournament. MR2 34, Memphis 28, Shane Ballard 36, and Shane Ballard 38. We're going to pre-book a match now for next week. I'm not going to do all the other tournaments and pre-book all the matches for them. I will do them off camera. Well, I can do one of them, which will be Sweet Soraya versus Angelina Love. But yeah, so we're going to have Memphis. I can't remember the other guy. Let's go to our tag team view. It's going to be Fast and Furious versus Mexico's Most Wanted next week in our semi-finals of this tournament. It's going to be, these two are going to be quicker than the other one. But yeah, we're going to get them out of the way. So once we know who's in the final, that will happen at NWA TNA 30. All the final matches will happen at that pay-per-view, and they will all go back-to-back. Sweet Soraya versus Angelina Love as well next week in the Queen of the Knockouts tournament. And I stand with Soraya. I'm just saying that now. He says, yes, I know my instincts tell me she's going to struggle, but I don't care. But yeah, I guess a 37, not the best, but it's a match. It's a tag team match. In the bout of great heat and good wrestling, AJ Styles defeats Shane Douglas in 6:51 by pinfall the Stars Clash. This match is part of the TNA Cup. AJ Styles 56, Shane Douglas 60. I will have to look on the main screen. We'll go to the main screen and I'll show you the TNA Cup. But these are all TNA Cup matches. In an exceptional match, Hulk Hogan defeats Scott Steiner in 7:10 by pinfall by using Untamed Tactics. Hogan 80, Steiner 75, it got 71. This is also part of the TNA Cup. I think it's Shamrock who's going to face AJ next week. I can't remember. In a bad decent wrestling, non-existent Crowdy, Arja Kong defeated Amazing Kong in 6:01 by pinfall with the Hurricane. Amazing Kong's 35, Arja Kong 32. Got 49, two of the biggest women. And then in the battle, didn't have much heat. And Tell Wrestling, Natalie Dean Hart defeated Mickey James in 6:30 by pinfall. This is also a part of it. So Natalie Dean Hart will take on Arja Kong next week as well. And then those will know who's going into NWA 30. But yeah, so Natty Dean Hart versus Arja Kong next week, and back in our home of the Asylum. I was going to go to the Asylum tonight, but I feel I'm going to stick to my guns and do it how I said I was going to do it. Got a 30. Not bad at all. In a decent match, John Cena defeated Shinsuke Nakamura in 5:54 by pinfall the Attitude Adjuster. John Cena 39, Shinsuke Nakamura 54. That was also all the matches you see tonight. If they're singles, they're part of the TNA Cup. If they're women's, they're part of the Queen of the Knockouts. And if they're tag teams, then they're part of the Knights of the Round Table tournament. So yeah, this was another first round match. Not a bad one, actually. In a good match, Ken Shamrock defeated King Kendo in 8-14 by submission on the ankle lock. King Kendo 32, Ken Shamrock 79, got a 66 overall. As I said, a lot of big names are in this tournament. In a poor match, CM Punk and Colt Cabana defeated the Calgary Bulldogs in 8-27 when CM Punk pinned Harry Smith. TJ Wilson 32, Harry Smith 36, Colt Cabana 41, CM Punk 42, got a 41 overall. And in a legit poor match, the Hellhounds defeated the Hit Squad in 7:42 and Big Dave pinned Dan Maff with a pitfall. Dan Maff 35, Monster Mac 30, Big Dave 48 and Bulk 42. So next week we're also going to get the CM Punk and Colt Cabana versus the Hellhounds, better known as the British Bulldogs, but here in TNA they're part of the new church, so they're known as the Hellhounds because it makes sense. And also I think that's a better name for them. But yeah, CM Punk and Colt Cabana next week taking on Bulk and Big Dave. That will be happening live next week. Book that in. Put everything down to 8 minutes. I will then go off screen once we've done this, and I will, once I've done that, once I've gone off screen, I will look into booking all the other first round matches, next round matches for you next week. But in an exceptional match, Edge defeated Juice and Liger by pinfall with a leaping DDT. Juice and Liger 83, Edge 61, these two don't click, got a 77. In an exceptional match, Monty Brown defeated Raven in 8:03 by pinfall the Pants. Raven 68, Monty Brown 56, got a 67. In a bad superb wrestling and great heat, Rob Van Dam defeated Rhino in 8:05 by pinfall the Frog Splash. RVD 81, Rhino 69. I do know that it'll be RVD versus Monty Brown in the next round, but I'm not going to book it. And then our main event of the night is going to be Ric Flair versus Diamond Dallas Page. And in an exceptional match, Diamond Dallas Page defeated Ric Flair in 21:50 by pinfall the Diamond Cutter. Ric Flair 78, Diamond Dallas Page 63. These two don't click and it made for an awkward belt, but got a 76 main event. That's where he finished tonight's TNA. I told you there's not many angles apart from the opening package and the hype package. Given us a 74 overall, increased our popularity in 17 regions. Not bad. Let's finish the show. Let's go to the main screen and we'll have a quick look and see where everybody stands in our tournament brackets. As I say, the TNA Cup's going to be taking a lot longer than any of the other tournaments we've got going on right now in TNA Wrestling because it's got 16 people, as you just saw tonight. It's now less than 16 because we've took out, there's 8 matches, so yeah, 8 take away, 8 take away 16, I don't know how many people are left. But yeah, Ring of Honor had a show last night, GBH had a show last night, house shows, WWE had a house show, All Japan, Noah, okay. And then processing all the workers. There ain't that many to process at the moment. So this guy was a former booker of CML during their highest period until he left in 1993 to form AAA. Now AAA has become the most popular promotion in Mexico. Well, they don't like us. They won't work with me. I've tried, believe you me. But yeah, I think the TNA Cup, the Knights of the Round Table and everything, I love tournaments. I love tournaments. I love anything to do with a tournament. You give me a tournament any day and I'm going to get my teeth into it. I love a tournament round, especially when it's single elimination. Struggle when I watch New Japan and it's like they get this amount of points for this, and that, and the other. I didn't mind the Bound for Glory series, but it wasn't my favourite tournament. You know, I love a King of the Ring. You know, that sort of tournament is my cup of tea. Sadly, I ain't got enough time. I'd have to do a 7 and 8 hour show if I was going to do every single round on one show, which would be good. Processing merchandise sales, Processing companies, God, this is taking a while. Processing contracts, reading contracts now. There's some NWA TNA contracts in there, I saw. Processing AI hirings. That is not going to take too long because I don't think any companies are hiring at the moment. Obviously, 3PW are. Interesting. I was hoping this would take a bit quicker, guys. But yes, so the tournaments are going to be taking the centre stage for TNA at the moment. I've removed all storylines. There is no storylines at the moment. People like Sting, and that might not appear until a few weeks' time. I might do an interview with Sting next week because we're giving him the night off with angles and stuff. We kind of forgot everything else. Check in, clean up angle files, thank you. Clean up history, autosaving, thank you. So let's have a look what happened last night. We are normally on top of the list when we look at shows what happened last night. There you go, look. Once again, we're on top. Feedback has been awesome. That's good. 27,000 still. Not the best. Right, anyway. Ring of Honor Bedlam Brawl. Mike Quackenbush defeated Chris Ring of Honor female title. Yes, they have a females division in Ring of Honor at this time, which is very interesting. But yeah, so let's have a look at our tournaments. I normally do this a different way. So here's our tournament. So we've got the TNA Cup, and we're now down to the quarterfinals now, which is leaving us with 8 of the best, which is where I normally start a tournament. But you know, just take a nice picture of that so we can see, so I can do next week. So we've got the TNA Cup, we've got the Knights of the Round Table, which I've already booked, and the Queen of the Knockouts, as you can see there. So it's going to be the TNA Cup next week, and it's going to be next week is when we'll bring back Sting and do some more angles and stuff, and hopefully have an interview with him. But this week we want to concentrate on the TNA Cup. So next week we're going to see AJ Styles take on Ken Shamrock in singles action. It will be AJ Styles versus Ken Shamrock. It would be if I could actually spell. There we go. Styles versus Shamrock will be next week. I will be having a word with Shamrock. Pre-book the match. We're then also going to have Monty Brown in action against Rob Van Dam, as I said. He's the only one I actually did know where they're going to fall on the tournament bracket. And then it's going to be Hulk Hogan versus Diamond Dallas Page, which will be the main event of the evening. I am 100% sure that will probably be our main event of the night, Hogan versus DDP. I'm going to pre-book that now. And then we're also going to have John Cena versus Edge. Cena versus Edge will be happening very early on in their careers, right here on NWA TNA next week. It's going to be John Cena, it's going to be the Phenomenal Edge, and that will be happening also next week. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's all your tournament bracket matches for next week's NWA TNA. Ladies and gentlemen, I hopefully you've enjoyed this episode, and the beginning of this episode. We'll see you guys next week for NWA TNA 22. Welcome to NWA TNA 22. We've sold out the Asylum again, and tonight we continue the Tournament of Glory, but tonight who will rise above the crowd and who will fall? Also tonight we hear from the new NWA World Heavyweight Champion Sting for the first time after winning the world title. This is NWA TNA, and this is our 22nd show, and we are live. We've got to the Asylum. Pryor goes off on the stage above the four-sided ring. We've gone to downstairs where Mike, Jerry and Donna sat for tonight. Mike's like, we are back on our balcony looking over this packed house tonight. Here tonight, the Knights of the Round Table and the Queen of TNA and the TNA Cup continue here tonight. And Jerry's like, not just that, Sting is here tonight, and he speaks for the first time since winning the NWA World title, Bound for Glory. And Don's like, not just that, AJ's got his biggest test tonight in Ken Shamrock, but can he win? Interestingly about that one, but we're going to kick off with, in about decent wrestling, but don't cheat, Archer Kong defeated Natty D 9803 by pin for the Yu Karani. Natty D 29, Archer Kong 59, got a 42. In a bad dynamic cheating tail wrestling, Sweet Saraya defeat Angelina Love in 758 by pin with the Facebuster. Sweet Saraya 30, Angelina Love 23. We now know that it will be Sweet Saraya. So this is NWA TNA 30. This will be live from the GPB. If we can sell out a bigger venue down there, it'll be that one. But Angelina Love versus Archer Kong versus Sweet Saraya, and that match will be for the would help if I put that in the right position. Do that again, come back up a bit out there. Yep, and that'll be the Queen. I can't spell. The Queen of the Knockouts. There we go. Save that. There we go. That's beautiful. Queen of Knockouts. That will be happening at NWA 30. We're in on 22. And we hear Sting's music hits. And he comes out to the ring carrying the NWA World title. And we see the fans are bowing to him. It is like Asylum. I am back. And history repeated itself. I am the world champion. I stand here as your champion. I'm not here to celebrate. I'm here to tell you the war with the Four Horsemen is not over at all. It is here to stay for the time being. And then we hear the Four Horsemen's music hits and outcome and hits. So they come out on stage and Rick's like, shut up, will you? I've had it in your little band coming out here and calling us out. You know something, Sting? I've got my rematch clause. So next week it will be Sting versus Flair 2. I promise you this. I'll get my title back for the 13th time. Woo! And so he's like, next week in GPB Studios, it's going to be showtime. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. A match we can actually book for next week I have automatic rematch clauses, and I wanted to get this one out of the way. And also because I'm running out of things to do. I'm now actually thinking this might be a bad idea, but we might have to use the pre-show next week because of certain matches. Because we're going to be having a lot of wrestling next week. Because we're also going to be starting a 16-man Super X Cup, but that will be going across the course of 2 episodes. Not every single match will be happening next week, but that will be for the NWA World Heavyweight title. Book. There we go, beautiful. And I got an 80, not bad. In a decent match, the Hellhounds defeated CM Punk and Colt Cabana 825, and Big Dave pinned Colt Cabana with a pitfall. Colt Cabana 40, CM Punk 39, Big Dave 50, Bulk 43. Got a nice 48. In about a decent match, Simba cheat. Mexico's Most Wanted defeated Fast and Furious 756 from Damien 66, pinned MR2 with a powerbomb. So there we go. As in the other match we are going to pre-announce now. We've got RG Kong, Knights of the Round Table. Final. Will be Hellhounds versus Mexico's Most Wanted. And that will be happening at our upcoming pay-per-view as well. So we've got 2 good matches there. We're not going to find out anytime soon the other ones just yet. But MJB next up matches in the TNA Cup. But joining me now, the X Division champion Jerry Lynn. And Jerry's like, thanks JB. Look, right now the TNA have got 3 tournaments. They need 1 more. Next week the Super X Cup, the best of the X Division fight it out beginning next week. The winner faces me at NWA 30. So be ready, the Super X Cup is coming. 46, and we could do a 16-man tournament, which I will do. I just need to bring in 1 more person because Jerry Lynn would be the 16th person, but the X Division champion is not going to be in there, so we're going to have a special guest come in for that. And in an exceptional match, AJ Styles defeated Ken Shamrock in 14:57 by pinfall. The Styles Clash. AJ Styles 65, Ken Shamrock 85. I spoke to Ken Shamrock and I said, "Oi mate, would you like to put AJ Styles over for me?" And he went, "Yes, sure." So AJ Styles has beaten Ken Shamrock here, and I did not have to use any of my things. Ken Shamrock agreed to it this week, so he said sure, so he did it. Then we have an X Division match this week. In a decent match, Frank Kazarian, Chris Sabin, Brian Kendrick, and Amazing Red defeated Shelley, Austin, Kat Daniels, and Incognito. These guys will be facing each other in one of the first round matches. I've kind of got this. I wasn't going to do that, but I am now because, yeah, it's quite easy to set them up. So it'll probably be Kazarian, Incognito, Daniels and Sabin, Kendrick and Aries, and Shelley in the red. Probably. I haven't decided yet. In an exceptional match, Monty Brown defeated Rob Van Dam in 7:54 by pinfall to Pouncer. So next week as well, we'll get to see AJ Styles versus Monty Brown. That will be happening as well next week as we continue the climb. Now, the winner of the TNA Cup gets to face the Icon Sting in a title match, NWA 31. So that'll be something to look forward to. In an extension match, Sting Boys, Bill Goldberg, Scott Steiner and Sting defeated Ric Flair, Kevin Nash and Jeff Jarrett. Honorary 4 Horsemen tonight in 10:19 when Sting pinned Jeff Jarrett. I swear he was a 4 Horseman at one point. So Sting 73, Scott Steiner 77, Bill Goldberg 82, Jeff Jarrett 69, Kevin Nash 77 and Ric Flair 80. Got a nice 81. In about great heat and good wrestling, John Cena defeated Edge in 15:10 by pinfall the Attitude Adjuster. John Cena 41, Edge 73. Edge didn't like this, so there you go. In a video place hyping up Hulk Hogan versus Diamond Dallas Page. And in an exceptional match, Hulk Hogan defeated DDP in 24 minutes 43 by pinfall by using on-hand tactics. Hulk Hogan 69, Diamond Dallas Page 70. Hence why we've got the world title match next week in our main event. But we're going to pre-book that now. That's going to be Hogan versus John Cena. That's going to be next week on NWA TNA. Let's pre-book that in. And that's where we finished tonight's show. I've not done much else other than that tonight. Given us 72, increased our popularity across 17 regions. We've got quite a few nice ratings, some dud ratings, but that's fine. But ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you guys next week for some more NWA T. For the first time in about a week, I'm recording. I've actually finished setting this episode up. I haven't been on the computer for a while. Quite honestly, I just haven't had I really have been having a few bad days. So It's been a while. Should have a look what date when I last recorded was. I know it was in June. We're now in July. Not that long ago for many people. Let's have a look at our properties. 28th of June 2020. So that's when I last recorded it. It's now the 6th of July. Boop boop. Let's have a look. Let's get this up. 28th of June. So actually, over a week. That was a week. So about a week and a day. But tonight we begin the Super X Cup. The world title is up for grabs, and who will go into the finals of the TNA Cup for a chance to face Sting at NWA 31 versus TNA. And this is the GPB Studios. We cut to it. With this, we cut to the studios. We're showing the fans, and we cut to Nas desk in the corner. And Mountain goes, well, we're going to do a TNA 23. We are live tonight. The titles of grabs. Edge Styles versus Monty Brown, Hulk Hogan versus John Cena, and Jerry's like 4 matches in the Super S Cup, and 4 more next week. I swear I have a bit more. And as not just that, TNA have got a big announcement. Well, we haven't, from Ted DiBiase here tonight, because, yeah, I cannot remember what that was. So we're going to ignore that, and we're going to move on. Whatever that announcement was, I don't remember what he was going to announce, but there we go. In a poor match, Alice Shelley defeated Amazing Red in 743 by pinfall. Amazing Red 35, Alice Shelley 40, got 36. 743, got a poor match. Oh, got 36, not bad. In a bad decent match from the cheat, Brian Kendrick defeated Austin Aries in 8:29 by pivot of the slice bread #2. Kendrick 39, Austin Aries 36, got 47. Not bad, actually. In a bad decent match from the cheat, Frankie Zane defeated Cognito in 8:08 by pivot of the wave of future. Frankie Zane 42, Incognito 45, got 46. And in the decent match, Daniels defeated Chris Sabin in 7:45 by pin of the last rights. Christopher Daniels 54, Sabin 47, got a 56. Not bad at all. And then we see JB backstage in the interview section, and JB's like, the Super X Cup kicked off a bang here tonight, and next week the final 4 matches in the first round. Joining me now, the breakout star of the TNA Cup, AJ Styles. And AJ's like, thanks, JB. I beat Ken Shabbat clean. Now I've been fighting to prove myself as not an X-Division guy, but a world champion material. You see, JB, the winner of this tournament faces the NWA World Champion NWA TNA 31. And a week after the finals, I don't care who I face, I'll be the winner of the TNA Cup. Getting a 55. He's getting better. In a bad decent match from cheap, Mexico's Most Wanted defeated America's Most Wanted in 802, and Damien 666 pinned James Storm in Mortimer's Revenge. Halloween 68, Damien 666 46, Chris Harris 44, James Storm 32, got 58. And after the match, the New Church music hits, and James comes through the curtain and stands there with his followers, and James like, Mexico's Most Wanted. We're done. Well done. To get to the finals of the Knights of the Round Table. But I'm going to tell you something. The best tag team is right here. And at NWA TNA 30, it won't only be for the Knights of the Round Table trophy, it'll also be for the NWA World Tag Team titles. I promise you this, you're not going to win, because the Hellhounds are the best in the world. And of course, they're known as UKP or UK Pitbulls. That's Bulk and King Kendo. Bulk and Big Dave, and you've got King Kendo and Best. He didn't go anywhere without all of them. In a poor match, Archer Kong, Daphne, Mickey James, and Natty defeated ODB, Jetta, Gail, Kim, and Angelina Love in 7:45, and Daphne pinned Jetta. Angelina Love 27, Kim 30, Jetta 31, ODB 42, Natty Dino 27, Mickey James 29, Daphne 34, and Archer Kong 57. Got a 43. In a decent match, Disciples of the New Church, King Kendo, Big Dave, Bulk, and Abyss defeat BG, Congo Kong, and Fast and Furious at 7:51, when King Kendo pinned Congo Kong with a pile driver. Abyss 58, Bulk 44, Big Dave 49, King Kendo 35, Congo Kong 39, Memphis 31, MR2 32, and BG James got a 41. Got 50 overall. In a superb match, AJ Styles defeated Monty Brown in 7:35 by pin the Stars Clash. AJ 64, Monty Brown 60, got 66. And then in an exceptional match, Hulk Hogan defeated John Cena in 7:41 by pin for the Axe Bomber. Hulk Hogan 80, John Cena 44, got 69. So we now know that it'll be Hogan versus AJ Styles in the finals for the TNA Cup. NWA TNA 30. I've been the missus probably for TNA Cup. AJ versus Hulk Hogan. Oh God, what's going on now? I haven't got a bloody clue. Everything's booked. Everything's broken. There we go. Put it here, please. Thank you. Let's do that again. Hulk Hogan. So yeah, we're gonna have Hulk Hogan versus AJ. I'm not gonna tell you the winner of the match, but I already know who the winner's gonna be, and probably you guys are thinking Hogan. Next up, tonight the NWA World Heavyweight title is on the line. Joining me now, the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Sting. And Sting's like, woo! Ladies and gentlemen, and all the little Stingers out here tonight, we are rocking and rolling tonight. Next up, Flair cashing his rematch for the NWA World Heavyweight title.
Hello. We are not available now.
Next up, Flair in his main match for the NWA World Heavyweight title. I tell you what, I'm not going to lose this bit of gold of mine, and I'm ready for war. GPB, it's showtime. And in an exceptional match, Sting defeated Ric Flair in 35 minutes 26 by pinfall. Sting makes fans number 1 of the NWA World Heavyweight title. Ric Flair 82. Sting got a 73. Got a nice 79 overall. And we're going to finish the show there. Getting a 73. Increase our popularity in 17 regions. And not bad show. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be in GP Studios for the next couple of weeks following this, as we are going to be expanding the TNA Asylum to 2,500, but I want to make it feel like they're actually building on it. So for the next couple of weeks, we'll be from the GP Studios. We'll see you for NWA TNA 24 live from the GP Studios. I am going to be cutting down this episode as well, so you're only going to get 5 NWA TNA pay-per-views in this episode, because next episode we're going to be introducing Explosion. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. We'll see you guys for NWA TNA 24, where we'll get to see the next 4 matches out of the Super X